New video tonight obtained exclusively by the CBS 11 team shows a never-before-seen perspective of a horrific crash. This is involving a school bus and the train that you see. That accident happened back in January. That was in Athens, Texas. What's important about that is Christopher Bonilla was one stop away from home that day when that train collided with his bus. And that killed that little 13-year-old student. Since then, I-Team reporter Brian New has been investigating what went wrong there and discovered a key safety feature at the train crossing is also missing from hundreds of other crossings, as it was from that one on that day. And this is happening all across North Texas.
When a train approaches, the gates go down, physically blocking traffic from harm's way. It's simple.
Gates are effective.
And it works.
I would have stopped for a gate.
But at more than 300 train crossings in North Texas, there are no gates. And at these crossings, the CBS 11 team found in the past decade, trains have slammed into cars 65 times, which has many asking the question,
where were the arms? Where were the arms?
On Cedar Springs Road, just south of Love Field, Sean Ball was driving home from work. It was late.
It's pitch black.
It was dark, and what Sean couldn't see.
Very difficult train to see.
He says nearly killed him.
I thought, well, this is how I'm going to die. I'm going to die by being crushed in between two trains.
Since 2012, 7 drivers have been struck by a train at this Dallas crossing. All 7 survived.
And I was lucky, but somebody at some point in time is not going to be lucky and is not going to be able to walk away like I did from it.
Which has been the case at other crossings. At this gateless crossing in Johnson County, Carol Bryant was struck and killed by a train. Same thing happened to Don Baber on his way to work in Godley, and to LaDonna Rigsby near Greenville. And then in January in Athens, at yet another crossing without a gate.
Damn, that's crazy.
This happened. A train slammed into a school bus, pushing it down the track. When it finally stopped, the first responders pulled the victims from the bus. They saved the driver, a 9-year-old girl, but there was nothing they could do to save 13-year-old Christopher Bonilla.
My daughter had just got off the bus.
Tina Graham says neighbors have worried about this crossing for years, and for good reason. The I-Team discovered in 2010 at this same crossing there had been another train collision. That one crushed a pickup truck, sending the driver to the hospital.
Have you had any close calls?
Baby, I've had plenty. Everyone is saying that they need bars down there.
While cities and counties can request crossing gates, by and large the decision on where gates are installed is made by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Why isn't there an arm there?
Well, let me first say that our deepest condolences go out to the family of Christopher Bonilla.
Director Mark Williams says every year TxDOT looks at which train crossings are at the greatest risk for an accident. Those crossings are then put in line to receive federal dollars for a gate. Last year, Texas received close to $20 million in federal funds. But with more than 3,000 gateless crossings in Texas, that's not nearly enough money, which often leaves communities waiting years for a gate.
We have to work with the resources that we have available to try to make the best decisions and best investments possible.
In 2007, on Elm Street in downtown Waxahachie, a 49-year-old man was killed when his car collided with a train. The crossing had no gate. Fast forward 6 years, there was still no gate when the same thing happened to sisters Morgan and Amberly Hunt.
To tell you the truth, I thought we all were gonna die.
3 days after a train did this to their car, Morgan came out of her coma.
I kept thinking, like, where were the arms? Like, why? How did this happen? Like, I don't understand how it happened.
TxDOT says a bid will go out later this summer for a road improvement project that will eventually include gates at this intersection.
Eventually, how many more lives are going to be affected from here to eventually?
At the current federal funding level, to install a gate at every train crossing in the state of Texas, it will take another 38 years.
Is it fast enough? Certainly not for those families. So we're really striving hard to reach that vision of zero and to get to the point where a family or a friend doesn't have to go through the tragedy of losing a loved one.
So what TxDOT says would help is if the federal government gave Texas its fair share of the highway funding. That's where the money for these gates comes from. Doug, Texas is the only state that actually puts more money into this fund than it receives.
Logic dictates that seems a little bit unfair. Why is that?
Yeah. Well, it's because this formula is based upon outdated numbers. It's actually based upon 2009 numbers. Now, all 38 Texas members of the House and the Senate, they recently, a couple months ago, wrote a letter to their colleagues saying, hey, we need to get this formula updated so Texas will receive its fair share.
Even if they were to receive their fair share, still not enough to put what we need here, install these gates at every single crossing?
Yeah, no, not at all, which is why TxDOT says that if there is a crossing that you're worried about, let them know about it, because public input does play a role in their risk assessment when they look at all of these crossings. And this is why on our website we have listed the phone numbers and email addresses of all the Texas Transportation Commissioners on our website at cbsdfw.com.
This is a good story of it takes a village, and you can be a part of the village pretty easy. Brian, thank you for the education. Brian and the I-Team working for you all the time. If you have tips or questions, you can email them anytime. Simple, iteam@ktvt.com.